First night for the first family. Good evening, I'm Keone Tucker.
And I'm Stephanie Lum. Out of the snow, into the sun. President Obama, his wife, and two girls are spending their first evening on vacation at a beachfront compound in Kailua. Brooks Baer was on the Hickam tarmac as Air Force One landed this afternoon and joins us with more.
Stephanie, it's the fourth time in the past 17 months Mr. Obama has visited the islands, but it's the first time he's been here as president. A crowd of invited guests, a handful of dignitaries, and an army of security personnel waited anxiously for Air Force One to arrive. At about 2:40, a half hour ahead of schedule, the president's plane touched down. A short time later, Mr. Obama exited the front door, hand in hand with 8-year-old daughter Sasha. First Lady Michelle Obama and 11-year-old Malia followed them down the stairs. They were met by Governor Linda Lingle, Congressman Neil Abercrombie, Congresswoman Mazie Hirono, and Honolulu Mayor Mufi Hanneman.
It was really great to see him come off playing. The first words he uttered were Mele Kalikimaka. So he's at home ground, he's on home soil, and we're very happy to have him here. He's reinforcing his love, his affinity for Hawaii, and showcasing us to a worldwide audience that this is a great place to come and visit, do business, get a little education, and walk away and come away with a good feeling.
The President and First Lady spent more than 4 minutes shaking hands and exchanging season's greetings with onlookers, including young men and women in the armed forces. Then they got into a waiting armored car, and the presidential motorcade took the H3 to the windward side. Speeding police motorcycles triggered applause along North Kalaheo Avenue in Kailua. The president had arrived at his island retreat.
We'll welcome him with open arms.
Is it going to be weird having him around here?
No, I don't think so. I think he'll do his thing, and we'll try to stay out of his way.
There were a few signs of protest from people who want an independent Hawaiian nation, but it's unlikely they'll get too close to President Obama. Security forces will give him every opportunity to enjoy the holidays with family and friends. And there will no doubt be Obama sightings around the island, but the White House hasn't told us about any scheduled events. The first family will be here through New Year's. Brooks Baer, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you, Brooks. Of course, people are hoping to catch the president cruising on Kailua Beach, but be warned, the Coast Guard is enforcing a temporary security zone. There will be no public access across part of Kailua Bay during the next 10 days. The zone begins at Kapoho Point and extends westward to the shoreline at Namala Place near Castle Surf Spot. Any person entering that zone without permission could face a $25,000 fine or criminal charges. Honolulu police have also been working with the Secret Service to prepare for the president's stay.
What I can say about his arrival and the preparations and plans that we've made is that we have sufficient personnel to ensure the safety of the president and his family.
HPD spent about $107,000 to protect Obama during his last trip to Oahu. It says it sought reimbursement from the federal government but did not get it. Police expect that cost to increase this time.
And speaking of high costs, the Obama's vacation home is no modest accommodation. Sky News Now took these shots earlier in the week to show us just how large this compound is. The 7,000 square foot mansion in Kailua is worth $8.9 million. If you're feeling presidential after the Obamas head back home, the compound rents for $4,000 a night. Unfortunately, the first dog, Bo, won't get to enjoy the beachfront mansion. Hawaii's strict quarantine rules require 120 days of pet isolation to prevent rabies. So the Obama's Portuguese water dog will spend his holidays back in D.C. The president waited for this morning's historic health care vote before leaving the islands, but the battle over insurance isn't over yet. We'll have a full report later in the newscast. We also have a Christmas message from the Obamas ahead tonight, and if you happen to see the first family around town, snap a shot and please share it with us on HawaiiNewsNow.com.